Yeah, it sure did. Whoops! Did I accidentally click that? Uh-oh. Thanks, Chief. I mean, we talked about that yesterday. I don't know. You can listen to the last yesterday's stream. I just say I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope it's not too fucking weird. You know, I hope the storyline is. You know, I don't mind some weirdness, but I kind of. I don't know. Sometimes these guys can get a little nuts. readings. I don't know, I feel like there's something wrong with it. Something wrong with the motion of it. Anyways. Yeah, there's something. Am I worried about global warming? Oh, I mean, I have no doubt. I have no doubt we're doomed, if that's what you're asking. Yeah, I mean, humanity is definitely doomed. Luckily, we won't be around for the end of it, but, I don't know. There's too many people. There's too many people waiting to get into heaven to fix global warming, so. All those movies that depict, like, the world sort of slowly becoming one big slum, maybe with a few rich people living at the top of a few buildings, like, that's probably what's gonna happen, I think. I think that's pretty inevitable at this point. It's fucking pouring out. It's all so... Man, what is going on here? Why is YouTube not working right? YouTube has been bugging out today. Huh. 1 second. But yeah, I don't know. You'd think with like just the mere chance of global warming, you'd want to err on the safe side, not belligerently fight against it just because, I don't know, some weird religious beliefs. I mean, I don't know. Hold on, I gotta restart. I gotta restart my browser real fast. 1 second. All right. What is going on here? YouTube is dying today. It's dying. Huh, interesting. I don't know, it doesn't seem like it's like you can't sign in. It's like it kicks you off. Like I'm signed off on my computer, my PlayStation. It's just not working. 503 error. It's in yeah, I'm getting an error now. Ah, man, I don't know. Yeah, I was signed out, signed back in, now it's like dead again. Now it's like dead in the water again. I'll just use iTunes instead. Anyways, I mean, at least on the PS4 and my computer, it's definitely roasted. Anyway, it just seems like, you know. No, we're getting into politics again, but there's a lot of goofy fucks out there that I don't know why they somehow taking care of the environment has been politicized for some fucking weird reason. I don't know why that is. I don't know how fucking sick our society is that somehow people take fucking sides when it comes to like saving the environment. I don't know how the hell that happened. iTunes, it's just, from what I understand, it's just they're breaking it up. It's like they're just separating it into apps like they are, like it is on your phone. So you'll have a music only app and a podcast only app and something else. So it's just gonna be like they're just gonna give you like simplified apps instead of, because they've been trying to jam pack too much into iTunes for a while now. It's like a fucking podcast and your music and a store and a radio and they're just kind of breaking it apart, from what I understand. I don't think anyone has to worry about their music library disappearing or anything like that. I mean, Apple pisses off a lot of people doing a lot of stupid shit, but I don't think they'd fuck with people's music libraries. They've been curating for 20 years. Or they might. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's like when you ask people about why they deny global warming. It's so, I don't know. Like, why are you so, like, what is so hard to understand? Even, it's like, yes, we are clearly polluting the planet. Is the pollution warming the planet? Some people are super fucking adamant it's not. But the planet is getting, it's like, okay, here's like the lot, yeah, it's like we're polluting. The planet is getting warmer. Do the two correlate? Probably. But even if they don't, even if for some weird reason they don't, wouldn't you still want to just err on the safe side so we don't kill ourselves? I just don't fucking get people, man. A lot of it is just coming from these, I don't know, not to get all political, but these bizarro conservatives. I don't know. There's always some weird religious thing behind the scenes. Like that's what I don't like about these people. They try to sound so reasonable. Like, you talk to them and they try to be the most reasonable person in the room, but then you dig a little deeper and you realize, oh, there's some crazy shit going on behind those eyeballs. They're just trying to hide it. Every once in a while, a little bit slips out. Oh my god, it's crazy. Everyone's fucking nuts. Like, come on, like, just... Ugh. So frustrating. Yeah, the Noah's Ark people, that is true insanity. Noah's Ark people are... There's no hope for those people. That logic and reason left it, like, it just flew out of their ears a long time ago. Yeah, and we're killing everything. Everything's dying. But, you know, if you still want to shake your fists in the air like a little baby saying, you know, oh, it's just the natural cycle of the earth, you know, it's just going to get hotter and colder, and we can just keep polluting because we're going to heaven and it's God's plan. It's like we deserve our fate if that's what we're going to, if we're going to allow those people to control society, then we deserve to go extinct. Well, I think, yeah, okay, well, there's two sides to that, sir. The bees are coming back. Oh, that's good. I think a lot of the powerful who are indifferent, they do take advantage of the religious. But I don't know. It's hard to see where that fine line is, where they're taking advantage of the religious and the religious themselves, or like, I don't know. What do you think of the like the televangelists, the ones that are like, say, like the what do they call it? It's like a certain. It's the what is it called? It's like those televangelists who preach in mega churches. There's a phrase for it where it's like the more you give them, the more you will like receive through God or whatever. Seeding. Is it seeding? I don't. Yeah, it's like seeding. There's some other word. There's some other phrase for it. but they want you to give them as much money as possible, and then they'll tell you then you will be rewarded in exchange. So that's one way to get taken advantage. I don't know. Man, there's pure evil out there though. I don't know. I just see it. Somehow I just see those guys as evil can be. Yeah, yeah, and they're all hypocrites, right? They all, it's like, do as I say, not what I do. Like they're all filled with shame, and like a lot of people have said, like these guys, like the ones that hate, like, you know, for example, like the guys that hate gay people the most, you always find them in a truck stop bathroom blowing a guy. It's like, without fucking fail, if you raid the house of somebody who rips on gay marriage all day long, they're like, while they're red in the face, you're gonna find like gay porn on their computer, guaranteed. Every fucking time. It's almost 100% at this point that something like that's going on. They grew up in a household where they were. It's almost unfortunate. They were taught to like hate themselves. Where they're goofy parents, and they made them turn into evil adults, evil, misguided adults, and now this is what we got. Yeah, that's right. Wasn't for all that gay porn. Anyway. I don't know. It's crazy. I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy out there. It's just so fucking weird. I don't know. I don't want to get political. I don't care that much. It is fascinating, though. It's very fascinating. I don't know. The religion thing. I've never been religious. I went to church, I think, once in my whole life. But outside of like fear of dying, I'm not sure what the appeal is. Every time I go into a church, I hate even the atmosphere stinks. Like, if churches were cool, it's almost like, it almost sounds like a joke, but if religion was just more fun somehow, if it was more like, if they had churches filled with, like, marble, like, statues of Greek gods, and they all sort of, you could all have your favorite, something like that, I'd be like, okay, alright, it's like Marvel superheroes, but religion, you know, I can get it, but religion, I don't know, Christianity is just so miserable. It's so sad and miserable. And churches, they just smell like dust and pine sol, and you're just supposed to be looking guilt-ridden and sad and afraid, and I'm like, get out of here. I don't need that. I'm gonna sleep in on Sunday. Fuck you guys. I mean, maybe it's a little too far, but like literally every religion from thousands of years ago is cooler than this one. I don't know. I don't know why it's so lame today. I mean, it's so fucking cool they make video games about that shit and kids buy it and play it and they're like, this is awesome. I don't know. I think the last time I was in a church was like my grandmother's funeral, and then it reminded me why I hate these places so much. All her friends started like going in. I was sitting in the front row, and all her like old friends were still alive. We're going into some weird chant. It's like they clearly do this a lot. They just go to this place a lot, and I didn't know any of the words. I didn't know what the hell. I didn't even know what was going on. It's just like, man, I can't wait to get out of here. Not to be insensitive to my grandmother, but Jesus. Jesus. Have you played El Shaddai? I am not. I have not played that. I've never heard of it. You ever go to eat breakfast on Sunday and every... Yeah, there's a diner down the street. There's a diner down the street where all the churchgoers go after church and apparently leave bad tips. They apparently go and don't tip for some weird reason, but that's a whole other topic. At least that's what the waitresses said. I don't know. I'm just going by what they said. Alright? I don't know. I guess you don't... Salvation is not tipping or something. It's stupid. But, unfortunately, that's just the system we have. And I don't want people spitting in my food, so I'm just gonna do it. I mean, what? The line of thought is basically it, in theory, alright, so it's like, in theory, the idea is, okay, the restaurants can have lower prices on some things, and it's incentive for the waiter or waitress to give you better service. But the whole system is pretty fucking abused and not... I don't think it quite runs like how it's supposed to, but I don't know. It's a flawed system for sure. The only thing I don't like, and I'm not going to name any names. But whether you like tipping or not, the thing that I hate the most is when you're out with a group of people. If you're by yourself and you're not going to tip, if you're going to be a bastard that doesn't tip, that's your right. But there are people, there are scumbags that you will go out with and eat with, and they will not tip. Like, you're in a group, you have a group bill, and they're not going to tip. And that just kind of forces the people who are going to tip to cover your tip. And I'm not cool with that. I'm not cool with that behavior. All right. It just seems really a fucked up thing to do, but... glasses need to be fixed. I tip 20%. I don't know. I just feel like, whatever. I'm just gonna do it. I give up. It's too hard to fight. Corey and I both are pretty stringent about the 20% rule. Jeff, one time my mom dumped toilet water on a woman's plate of shrimp because she called my mom a bitch. Oh, damn. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't ever want that to happen to me. Oh, thanks, buddy. That you know, I feel like that rule, that general rule people say about how you treat like waiters and waitresses, really says a lot about who you, what kind of a person you are. I just, I'm a pretty big believer in that. It's like if you're just a rude cunt to waiters and waitresses and service people in general, it's like, I don't know. I think it's pretty damning. It's a pretty damning thing. I can't remember any time I've ever been rude to someone like that. Like, unless they're like being a fucking psycho on me, where I feel like I have, and even then I'd be like, can I speak to the manager? I would never call someone a bitch or, Jesus Christ. It's like, like, how do you go through life acting like that? I've never had I never had a waiter or waitress job. I worked in a supermarket. I mean, like, the closest thing I've ever had to do with something like that is like bagging groceries, which clearly is not like the same thing, but should be bigger. I don't know. How do I know? I mean, I've gotten pretty good at just accepting, like, I'm like, okay. It's like, alright. I don't know, there's a certain point where I just say, alright, this is done. Done enough. I have not been to Europe, no. Generally, I think it's easier for me to determine when something's done than, like, maybe like a painting, because everything here is generally a certain level of shading, and you know, I'll just say it's shaded, it's good enough. The animation seems to be good enough. I try to go around and look for like little flaws, like little weird spots, because that can lead to like rendering errors and stuff if things get a little too, there's weird spots. I was there for a week. Thank you. There really nothing that eventful happened. I mean, I mostly just saw Chris and friends, visited around, I saw Mick. Went to Little Tokyo, went to some stores, walked around a lot. Every morning I had to walk a mile to get some coffee. My Airbnb was like a mile from pretty much a shopping center, which wasn't too bad. It's good to get a walk in the morning. You know, it was alright. What jets? They flew F-14s, and the enemies had these jets called MiGs. I forget what the exact number designation was on those. Jesus, what the fuck is going on outside? Hold on a second. Is it fucking hailing out? One second, hold on. It's raining down ice outside. It's not even cold out. I don't know how the hell that happens. It's 72 degrees out. It's fucking ice balls falling from the sky. LA ain't that great. Once you're there, I don't know. I don't know what the hell. I don't know what the hell people are thinking. They think it's like this wonderland, this dreamland. All it really is, it's like everywhere else, but everything is twice as much. Everything costs twice as much. For some reason, if you have a car, you have to lock it in a fucking cage underneath your apartment. Every single apartment has an underground caged garage. I don't know if that just... I don't know if crime is just that out of control out there or what, but... Apricots. Not in a while. Not in a while. I don't think I've ever bought an apricot. What am I drinking? What does it matter to you, bud? For the record, I do not buy Monster energy drinks. Thank you. They taste better than Red Bull. Honestly, the energy drink company that should be getting the most shit is Red Bull, because Red Bull tastes like piss. And I can't for the fucking life of me understand why Red Bull has the market share that it does. At least Monster tries to make drinks like palatable. At least they just have stuff that you can drink and be like, oh, this doesn't taste like some piss-filled energy drink. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's some conspiracy there where Red Bull started that whole thing. They didn't like their competition. If you like Red Bull, you're a terrible person. There's a bunch of Monster energy drinks that don't, most of them don't even taste like energy drinks. Like, most of them don't taste like there's anything in them other than, I don't know, they're just, I had a few at some point when I was working late at night, and I figured out experiment, but it didn't really seem to, they didn't really seem to do much, so I just stopped. And I figured it's not good for you anyway. Although I drink a lot of coffee, and that's not good for me either, but... The worst, though, I think, alright, you know what's worse than Red Bull? I only tried these one time, but the 5-minute, what are they called? Like the 5-minute energy? They're so obnoxious. They taste terrible. They have the most obnoxious pack. They used to come in just red bottles, but then for some weird fucking reason they started making them in like camo bottles. 5-hour energy, yeah. Camouflaged little bottles. Like, oh, this will appeal to our base, our fan base. This is our demographic here. Bunch of fucking rubes. I want to drink out of camouflage bottles. Get out of here. I don't have camo anything, man. Well, YouTube is back. It's back. The Terminator, free with ads. Wow, okay. Interesting. Again, they wanna get that that audience rehooked on the Terminator. He's technically not really. He's producing, which is, it's essentially, he kind of co-wrote the story and read the script. I am shocked. I am shocked they're making another one. Another just first part in a trilogy that's never going to fucking happen. I just can't even believe it. the fuck? Hold on a second. Hold the phone. What is going on here? Oh, it's all fucked up still. Oh my fucking god, man. Hold on. This is ridiculous. Oh my fucking god, what is going on here? It's still, alright, never mind. It's still busted. Still busted. Kind of. I don't know. Hold on a second. I just want to... There's some goofy shit going on with YouTube still. Yeah, I don't know. I give up. The Bill Burr bit on with Arnold is pretty funny. You should, if anyone hasn't seen that, you should watch it. He was a great man. Yeah, I like Norm Macdonald, sure. Although his type of humor is not like something I can probably. He's a funny guy, but this, I don't know what you'd call it. What kind of humor that it's almost too dry for. It's I don't know. I can't listen to like Norm Macdonald humor for an extended period of time. It's good in small doses. It's kind of like what are their names? What are their fucking names? It's like Tim and Eric. Sorry, Tim and Eric. Fucking have a brain aneurysm here. It's like humor I like, but 3-minute segments maybe, and then go for a month without seeing them, and then I can listen to them again. Stuff like that. Whoops. George Carlin is he was a great guy. Very smart. Smart, insightful fella. I will say his humor seemed to. I mean, his stand-up seemed to. I don't know. It's skewed. Not that this is it's not really a criticism, but it's definitely skewed into. Like, you could just see how fucking pissed off and angry he was at the very end there. Like he wasn't even. I don't even know if he was trying to make people laugh anymore. He was just more commentating on the state of the world and how disgusted he was with everything, and he didn't really give a shit. And it really wasn't even. It's like making jokes wasn't even his priority. Framing things in a funny way wasn't. Oh man. I don't know what the fuck is going on YouTube here. Again, it's like I can't. Oh man, it's like YouTube is all fucked up. All on the East Coast, apparently. I don't know, the whole it must stress the fuck out of like website developers or website technicians or whatever when shit like this happens. Even seeing it from behind the scenes and like Newgrounds that go down sometimes. Sometimes it's like it's a frantic rush just to figure out what happened. Like sometimes it's not even clear. You bastard website. Why is this? Why are you just... Alright, anyway. God damn it. Thank you, sir. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know. I don't know what. I don't know what the plans are for the last. If there's gonna be two more. You're gonna have to ask Mick. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that. There aren't more. We don't have any currently like unreleased recorded episodes. It's so. Thanks, Carl. Mick is a madman. I can't believe he ever did those contests in the first place, just because how much work they are. Yeah, it's getting there. I'm just... Alright. You always... What not nice things do you hear about Edmund? How would anyone know anything about Edmund? He's like, he pretty much keeps to himself. How is she holding this spell? Well, look. Listen. You're just gonna have to use your fucking imagination. It's the shitty thing about the internet. Everyone's like, oh, I heard so and so. I heard so and so is so terrible. You know, it's like they can just say shit about me. It's like Johnny Utah. Oh, that guy. Listen to what he did. It's like people I've never even fucking met or talked to. He's a scumbag. I'm just waiting for it. Whenever this game gets done, I know there's gonna be probably some game journalist is gonna sit there and listen to 80 Hours of Sleepy Cabin and be like, "Holy shit, what a treasure trove! Oh boy, we hit the goal. We hit the." Oh my god, it's just. We hit the jackpot, fellas. We got 2 misogynist game developers on our hands. Time to take them down. And Tom, you're guilty by association because you just let it happen. You're all guilty. You're all gonna burn. And then they're gonna go through Chris's Twitter account. They're gonna see some of the shit he said. It's just gonna be, oh, it's gonna be so fun. We're all just, they just haven't found us yet. That's the problem. It's coming though, probably. Hear me talking about shooting babies in the head and reading wacky shit off Wikipedia, saying naughty words. Oh, it's gonna be crazy. I hope that doesn't happen, but I want to be reasonable, and I just don't want to attack people for, try to give people the benefit of the doubt. But there's definitely a lot of scumbags out there just looking to tattletale and get other people in trouble for nothing. So I hope that does not happen to me, but if it does, I'm ready. I'm ready for it. They don't know the shitstorm they're gonna unleash. Well, if everyone hates it, then please assassinate me. That's what I want. I don't know. I hate even talk this stuff. Even these topics are so. I don't know. I don't want to call them gay. They're just gay. No, I'll find a better word. But these are such YouTube topics for. I don't know. I don't know how to put it. It's I don't even like talking about the call out culture and stuff like that. It's just annoying to even acknowledge. But I've seen it's happened to people. I've seen it happen to people I know, and it's just even the attempted ones, the failed ones. Like somebody tried pulling that shit on Kristen not too long ago. Just somebody with 3 followers. So remember what Chris said in 2004? Let's burn them. Let's burn them alive. And it's just, come on. You're trying to get people over to your side, but you're just doing the exact opposite. Yeah, they're just so bored. They're just really bored and miserable. I don't know. I almost just feel sorry for them. They don't know what to do with their lives. They've become this sad bastard. I don't know. I don't know what has to happen to you when you become so unhappy with your life you feel like you have to turn into the internet police. And you wonder why I delete a lot of shit I say. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just worried. I'm not really worried, but these fuckheads could have like a field day with like some of the stuff I've said, some of the stuff Corey has said. They'd have articles for weeks. Even though I feel like I'm being fairly reasonable. We'll see, though. We'll see how long we can stay off their radar. If they ever care at all. Hopefully they'll never care at all, but you never know. Somebody's out there, somebody's looking to be a fucking hero. We'll see. Wait, who is doing what now? Who is commissioned by Disney? Oh, that guy. That guy is a victim of being socially retarded. I'm pretty sure he was just fucking around, but his social retardation, just because, I don't know, I feel like that's a guy, it's like, okay. It's a guy that spends too much time trolling people on the internet. He lost perspective on acting like a real human being, conversing with other real human beings. I don't know, it's just that's like, I don't know, there's a lesson there. There's a lesson there somewhere. It's almost too, it's like you're not even, if you're gonna say something fucked up, at least, I don't know, maybe this is a whole other argument, but at least try to frame it as a joke or frame it as humor of some kind. Not just, oh, I'm gonna say this fucked up shit just to piss people off when there's nothing clever or weird, like clever about it. It's just like, oh, I hate blanks. And then just stare in the camera with like a steely-eyed grin, and then just like it's like I don't understand why people didn't understand I was joking. I don't know, these people get themselves in a lot of trouble just having a little common sense, you know. Tron. I don't know about that. Honestly, I don't know about that guy. I'm gonna say that. I've never listened to his videos. But I don't know. I've heard some stuff that makes me really fucking wonder about that guy. I don't know. That's a touchy subject, though, so I'm not going to get into that one. But, anyways. Yeah, no, I know. I know. I don't know. It's inconceivable to people that if you have a few million subscribers, maybe you don't know what you're talking about all the time. It's possible. it's, it's possible you don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. I don't know. I do feel bad. I do feel bad for these poor bastards that just get crucified. It could really just happen to anyone. Anyone at any time with a large follower base. Just kind of scary, right? Like, I don't know. I don't know how you just wouldn't kill yourself. Like, I don't know how some of these people just don't kill themselves. It's crazy. It's unbelievable to me. Like, imagine being like Pro Jared, right? He's just kind of like an awkward, geeky guy, but he's doing relatively well. He's got his fan base, and he wakes up, and then all these weird pictures are released. And imagine imagine your parents are like aware that your dick is on the internet now. Your parents are like, my son was flirting with underage girls on the internet and sending them dick pics, like. The whole underage girl thing, I don't know. That seems like that's not substantiated, but Jesus, just how embarrassing. Did he deserve it though? I mean, really, do we really know what happened? I don't know. I'm not going to defend the guy. I don't know him. But it's funny that, it's funny though, is like there's probably thousands of YouTubers out there just doing the exact same fucking thing. Exact same thing, or worse. And they just haven't been caught yet. I bet this whole situation made them like stop breathing for a moment there. They're just like, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, if this could happen to Pro Jared, why it could happen to me. He did cheat with well, it's like, who really knows? These situations are so like there's such a gray area. It's like who was separated, who wasn't, who was in like who it's like who really fucking knows? It's all just so everyone likes painting a picture of what they think was I don't know. I feel like when you like some people who view like relationships in a very childlike way where it's like, oh, well, they were married, so it's like it's very possible all these people who are married are just like they're just like maybe they're still married but they're still not, they're just unhappy and they're seeing other people, and I don't know, it's like I don't know, it's just it's complicated, it's weird. I don't even know what to think of Ross. I don't know what role he played in all this. Who knows? Who knows? Do I know Ross? I used to talk to him. I used to know him. I haven't really talked to him in years, though. I used to talk to him before his meteoric rise in Game Grumps or whatever. And then I just kind of, I don't know, just didn't really care anymore. Just kind of, like, I feel like kind of a bastard. He follows me on Twitter, and I don't think I'm following him back because He just kind of like a guy that posts too much, like posts too many selfies and things like that. So I'm just like, nah, I just don't. That's okay. I don't need to. He seems like a good guy. He like cares about animators and the whole scene, and but at the same time, there's also like an obnoxious component to it too that it's a bit much for me. It's too much, you know, all that stuff. I think you guys get what I'm saying. I think you get it. Oh, hello, Sandra. Sandra's here. Sandra. You like the hair? I don't know. It's like old lady hair on the back of a... I don't know what I'm doing. This is like the old... I don't know. I had this hair on this old other head and I didn't like it. Yeah. No, I don't know. He's always posting these pictures where he's just kind of like... Ross is not very good at taking selfies, I think. He needs to work on that. Like, just smile or something. It's always like this... You know, people who post selfies, they always look kind of uncomfortable, but they still do it. Like, they're kind of looking at the camera, like one eye is like a little more open than the other, and they're sort of making this expression with their mouth that's kind of like, it's not really a smile. It's somewhere between not smiling and not smiling. And they just look really tense and uncomfortable. I don't know. There's just that thing with him. I don't know. I just feel like... I just think you should work on it. Work on it. Get back to me. Anyways... Oh yeah, the glass. Oh yeah, maybe I should do that. I don't know. The glasses thing was. I gotta work on that too. Yeah, this is like annoying. It's all annoying. Corey's doing good. What if the chain is attached physically? Maybe. I'll try it. I'll give it a shot. Corey and I may do more. Oni play stuff. We're trying to figure that out. It'll probably be mostly Corey, but maybe I'll sit in on some of them. We'll see what happens. No guarantees, but we'll see. Thank you. Carl again. Some Doug Walker art. Alright, sure. Send me a link. Sorry, I've always missed those little captions sometimes. You recently watched an old Game Grumps panel from 2013. You did an impression and GIFs. I mean, I don't blame him for not knowing who I am. It's just, is what it is. You know, he's got his children's fan base and children and white supremacist fan base. I mean, it's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke, everyone. Kidding, everyone. Wawa is better than 7-Eleven everywhere. Although 7-Eleven in California is better than 7-Eleven on the East Coast. 7-Elevens around here are bottom of the barrel. 7-Elevens on the West Coast are somewhere between our 7-Elevens and Wawa. If that makes any goddamn sense. What if you land in Philly? What do you? I don't know, man. I'm not some ambassador for travel in Philadelphia. I don't know what the hell to do around here. I've never been like, hey, come to Philadelphia. There's so much to do. I've never said that to anyone in my whole goddamn life. So, you're on your own. I don't know. Go visit the Liberty Bell. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. tasty cakes. Where was it, man? Did you put a link in the chat, or maybe you need to send it again? I don't know where it went. Oh, I see. I got it. I mean, yeah, that's pretty good. Hold on. Why did you remove all his hair and just turn him into the Joker? Why'd you do that? Yeah, I mean, I think you pretty much nailed it here. I don't know where the hell was going on over here, but it's pretty good, man. I mean, he's instantly recognizable, so I think I mean that's the most important thing. Good job, Carl. Well done. Well done. Is YouTube still fucked up? It still seems like it's fucked up. Oh well. Seems like it's kind of working again. Yes, George, I typed YouTube. I even typed youtube.com. Yes. It seems to be kind of running smoother again. it was kind of just logging me out every time and putting up like the wrong account, and I don't know why I have this whole thing with I don't know, this whole thing is I have like, I don't know, for some reason I have 2 accounts and it always defaults to the one that I have nothing on. I don't know why. It's stupid. It's all dumb. It's all so dumb. I hate stuff like this. Just, it's like these little tiny corrections. What the fuck is even happening here? Jeez, man, what's done? Oh my god, man, don't give me that much. You maniac. Good lord. Well, thank you, sir. You're too kind. You're way too kind. You're too goddamn kind. How long have I been working on this? Years? Many years. I think that guy, I don't know if he's done that before. Somebody gave me 69.69 before. Might have been him. Yeah, I know, man. I know. People keep saying that, and you keep making me feel bad. Everyone keeps making me feel bad, reminding me of that. But, you know, that's just how it is. That's just how that shit rolls, man. I don't know what to tell you. Game development takes a long fucking time. We have sort of a game design doc, but it changes a lot. I mean, not so much anymore, but why do people hate that Randy Pitchford so much? Why do they hate him so much again? I mean, you know, I don't know. The name Randy's definitely enough for me, but I don't know why everyone's like pretty pissy about him. Embezzlement and under... What? Come on. Yeah, right. He'd be in jail if that were the case. When? What are you talking about? When did this happen? I have allergies, man. It's fucking allergy season. DARPA? What is DARPA again? I talk to Stamper sometimes, yeah. Oh yeah, I saw something about that. The crab cat video, but I didn't watch it. I don't know. Did the cat get hurt, or was it just people overreacting? You never know anymore. Right, of course. It's funny. I don't know. This is like off topic, but there's people out there that are like sociopaths that like hurting animals. They seem to don't really care. What was it? There was some YouTube man. I don't know what it was. There was some. I don't know if it was like some psychological test on YouTube. Some video where this guy put rubber animals out in the middle of the road just to see how people would react. Like some people put like, I don't know, it was like a frog and a snake, and some people like just veered towards the animals, like they ran them over intentionally. And just like, okay, well this is getting a little dark. Uh-huh. Right, sir. Right. Of course. I do not watch any of them yet. I have them on a list. I kind of fell asleep early last night, but I'm gonna check them out this week probably. Yeah, man. Now you're bringing up Schmorky again. You guys, you all know who Schmorky is. that man. I don't know how obscure this is, but like that guy's like an animator that's been around for a long time. And there's just this audio clip of him arguing with his wife. It's the most unsettling, insane audio clip I've heard in like years, I think. It's insanity. It's insane. And I only know about this guy because I remember him back in like year 2001 doing this stuff. I don't know if this is it.
Do you love me or not? Do you want to protect me or not? Because I already said I wasn't going to do anything.
Oh man, did they really add like Star Wars music to this? I want to find the fucking Star Wars. Where is it? Damn it. Marcus' wife is a...
Do you love me or not? Do you want to protect me or not? Because I already said I wasn't going to do anything.
Hello.
Please don't touch me again, please.
I'll never touch you again, okay? I'll never touch you again. I'll just do what you want. What do you want me to do? I'll do whatever you want. What do you want from me?
Stop screaming and pretending.
I'm not for me. What do you want from me? What?
Hey, Ivan, what's going on?
I want you.
I'm sorry.
What do you want from me?
What do you want?
What do you want from me?
No. You're the one that's doing this right
I
now.
just want you to just tell me if you love me or not, or if you're in on this or not.
In on what? Tell me.
What you're doing to me.
Tell me what I have to say.
My parents.
Yes.
There is I just this a hysterical woman arguing with a cartoon character.
Are you controlling me for them?
No.
Well, there's nothing I can do anyway, so it doesn't matter. So even if you were, you won anyway. Even if you're not, you win, okay? Doesn't matter, because there's nothing I can do about any of these people. Okay? That's why I said I wasn't gonna do anything. That's why I said I was gonna go to the cops. I just said they won. I told them that they won.
Okay?
I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight back. I can't fight back. Okay? If Hitler himself came here, he wouldn't be able to save me, alright? Nothing. Jim Howe, they're unbeatable. They're unstoppable. There is no answer. There is no answer to the Jewish question because they always win. They always win, and they're mine, and I'm theirs.
I don't even know what she's talking about. The Jewish question? Is that what she says? I don't...
Nothing I can do about it ever.
Okay.
Nothing anyone can. Not Roger Waters. God himself can't stop these people. They won. They always win. And I'm not gonna fight anymore either. Because they won. They always do. There's no point in ever fighting anything. Because you can never win. So I'm not gonna fight anymore as fucking scared of me. Because there's
wanted you to do was stop harassing the Kayankas. That's all I want you to do.
I didn't. I won't.
Well, the damage is already done. You
You
realize that they can sue you, right?
And I know you're not going to protect me, and I will let you do whatever you want to me. I told you.
What would I
can't
do to you?
What do you want to do to me?
I want you to get. Look, I don't want to put you in an institution, but I want you to get help.
How can he be having this goddamn conversation doing that voice? This is like the most serious conversation of his whole goddamn life, and he's talking in that fucking voice. It's like he's literally, it's like this. His wife is on the verge of fucking jumping out a fucking window or hanging herself, and he can't break this character.
Okay?
You can kill me because you won. There's nothing I can do to fight you.
The ultimate flavor experience.
There's nothing I can do to ever fight anyone.
This isn't even half over.
Well, you definitely shouldn't have, threatened their lives. Okay?
I didn't threaten anyone.
She threatened what,
Well,
Bugs
they
Bunny?
said that they have that information, on WhatsApp and Twitter.
What?
That you,
What's
yes,
that?
yes, that's the
Seems
app
like-
that you were using.
Well, you
It's
know
like
what?
a scene from like Who Framed Roger Rabbit right now. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what? You know what? Here. It's yours. It's yours. Do it. Finish the job. It's yours. You can have it. Merry Christmas. It's yours. It's yours. Just take it.
No.
It
I'm not the one that-
belongs to you, just like I do. I belong to you. It belongs to you. The house belongs
I do
to
not
you.
own people.
Yes,
okay?
you do.
I do
own-
not. Okay?
Well, do you or don't you?
I do not own people. Okay? I do not want this kind of harassment in my house. Okay? Do you understand that I had to leave because I was scared of you? Do you know why I was scared?
How do you want to punish me? Just do it already. What do you want from me?
Well, I left the house because I was.
No, you want to punish me. What do you want to do? Physical? Do you want to rape me? What do you want? What do you want from me?
Why do you think I would do that? Why?
I don't know who you are. I don't know you.
I'm not the one that's.
I don't trust you.
I'm not the one that's a rapist.
Here,
I'm not the
here.
one-
This
I don't
is,
know
this is
who
the one
you
I found
are.
on YouTube.
I'm not the one that's an abuser,
I'm not going to hurt you, okay? Just do what you want to me.
and I'm not the one that's pretending.
I'm
like
not
I'm a
saying Just please stop it. What do you want? What do you want?
What? Not once is she like, can you talk to me like a normal human being and stop talking that stupid fucking voice?
Just stop being mad at me. Just stop it. Just what is it gonna take to make you stop being mad at me? What? What do you want from me? Please, just tell me what you want. Just tell me who you are. What if you love me? If you don't, just tell me who you are and what you want, please. Because I don't know anymore. Because I can't trust anyone anymore. So please, just tell me who you are if you love me, what you want from me. I won't interrupt you, though.
So,
So you're screaming at the top of your lungs, what do you
I
want?
want you to go
What do you
back
want?
to
Do you
Toontown.
want to rape me? That you're screaming at the top of your lungs, probably hoping that the neighbors
No!
cut it out of context.
No!
Yeah. Uh-huh. And now you're pulling your hair.
Oh my.
And you kick this blade over to me, thinking that I'm gonna hurt you because I won't.
I just want to give it to you. I don't want any weapons. I don't
Uh-huh.
want any way to fight back. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. I just want
I'm the one. I'm the
I
one
don't
that
want to
doesn't want
fight
to fight.
anymore. I just want to know what the truth is. I don't want to fight anymore.
The truth is that you are now facing the consequences of harassing two people that did nothing to you. That's what's happening right
But
now.
they did.
No, they didn't. I'm really sorry that I have to tell you this, but everything else you know, whether it's true or not, this one thing isn't true.
Okay.
And even if
Well, what do you want
And
me to
you-
pay for it? What do you want me to do for pay for it? What do you want?
no, it's not about what I want anymore.
What do
okay?
they want? Just tell me what they want and I'll give it to them. What do they want?
I don't know. Okay.
Do they want me? Do they want my body, my physicality, my money? What do they want?
See my body.
What do they want from
I'm
me?
pretty sure that they want you to get help because they
I'm
don't know.
disabled.
Because they don't know how to handle
Disabled.
you, and I don't know how to handle you anymore. This is brand new behavior. I've never seen you act like this before.
I'm
Ever.
afraid.
Uh-huh.
I'm afraid. I just don't want you to.
Well, you didn't act afraid when you were harassing them. You didn't act afraid. You thought that, you
Well,
know.
now I am. Okay, they won. They broke me. I'm scared now.
Yeah.
Ah!
I'm scared.
Really.
I'm afraid. What do you want me to do to prove that I'm not dangerous? That I'm not gonna fight anymore? What do you want? Because you're telling me that they want to hurt me. You're telling me you don't want to hurt me. Then you tell me that you do want to hurt me, and then they do, and then my parents do. What is it? Who wants to
I
hurt
never
me?
said I want to hurt you. When? Tell me when. Tell me when.
You're being angry.
I'm not angry. I'm scared and upset, and I'm staying very far away from you. You're the one that ran up to me and tried to
I
touch me.
don't want to hurt you.
You're the one that ran up to me and tried to touch me.
It's almost over.
Because you said you were gonna throw me out of my house.
No, I said that they wanted me to throw you out. Okay? But now I don't know what to do.
But what do we do? You're the boss, okay? Just do what you want.
Jesus. Alright, that's it. Anyways. Oh, man. I guess he recorded it, and as for how that got out, I don't know. That's a whole other mystery. Did he just like post it on the internet somewhere? Just as like, here, yeah, it's like my wife's crazy. I don't know. But, you know, I thought his stuff was pretty cool back in the day. Like, I thought his stuff was pretty weird, interesting. And then he just went and lost his goddamn mind. Went and lost his goddamn mind. This like should have like a. I don't know. I don't know what to do about these glasses. Shmorky. Thanks, Shmorky. Ah. I don't know. He's always been kind of goofy, but I don't know. That cartoon voice though just pushes it completely over the top. Like, that wouldn't even be funny. That probably wouldn't even be funny at all if it wasn't for him doing that fucking voice. Like, it's like his wife's having some legitimate issue, and in his mind, he's like, okay, I'm gonna record this and prove to people she's nuts. Prove to people she needs help. and I'm gonna release it, and he doesn't even think twice about people being like, wait a second, who is the crazy one here? So he didn't even cross his mind. He's like, didn't even cross. He's in his mind, he's normal. Great googly moogly. I don't know. I'm hungry, man. I could use a steak. I want to buy a steak. That's what I think I'm gonna do. Damn it. Yeah, I think it's tonight. Tonight is a steak night, my friends. I'll try to stick this stream out until I get this thing colored, and then I think I'll bail then. Got 8 frames. 8 frames to color. What does... I mean, Chris, I think, uses Flash still. Same as me. I'm gonna grab a cup of coffee. 1 second. 1 second. God damn. Steak money. Bye. Thank you. Everybody's being too generous. Jesus. Thank you for the thank you for the steak money. I don't want to. All right, no more donations today. Enough. Wait, what the fuck? Hold on. You know what's fucking insane? What some guy just did? I don't know if he's in here right now, but he just went through 17,000 of my tweets and found every Die Hard reference I just made. He couldn't even search it. He couldn't even search the word Die Hard because, you know, I'm saying vague shit like Nakatomi Tower and German terrorists and... I don't know, man. People scare me sometimes. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. It's upsetting. the most. I don't think anyone's that bad. I've never run into anyone that's been overwhelmingly retarded. I mean, dude, you're not. I wouldn't say you're autistic, man. You're just kind of a cunt. You're an Alaskan cunt, and you know that's okay. But I'm not gonna let you off the hook. I'm not gonna let your behavior off the. You're not. Too many people are like, yeah, I'm autistic. That's why I act like no, you're not. Oh, that video? Why? What? You know, the guy's like, hey, what do you think of this cartoon? It's like, that's my favorite cartoon. And it's just I don't know. I kind of felt bad. I don't know. I felt bad for the guy. He got ripped on pretty hard. I don't know. I don't have a problem attacking people who like are malicious, but I don't know. I felt a little bad. You know, granted, he didn't have. You know, his social skills were pretty much 0 out of 10, but there could have been a better way to probably handle that. I don't know. There's people that I don't know. Emily Yukas, she deserved shit though for getting up on stage that year. I have no problem beating on her because she's kind of just an awful person. want someone biting your dick off, be my fucking guest. Cause I'm gonna restrain myself here, but I've seen some pretty wacky behavior firsthand from her. That and her weird racism and anti-Semitism. I don't even know where. Does anyone know what she's up to? Does anyone know where she went? I don't know. She kind of just went completely off the fucking deep end, and I don't know what happened to her. Yes, good morning. Jeff, you were giggly in the newest Sleepy Cabin episode. Yeah, well, my mistake. I mean, I could. I feel like I'm working on such random little... I don't know. I feel like I need to be very focused one day and just focus on something in particular before I would do that. It's mostly me and Corey, although we're getting a little bit more help now. We're getting help from Ivan and Dave, who are doing a terrific job. Yeah, I mean, right now we're trying to just pump out as much art as possible. Just get all that done, and then can worry about everything else. I do not. It's like this weird combination of it's this weird melding of my character designs and Corey's animation style, which really complement each other. To be fair, he helps me with certain things, like, you know, Corey has a certain way of drawing the ladies. My female character designs were kind of lacking a little bit, so you could say he curved them up a little bit, which I have no problem with because I'm not that great at drawing. I'm not that great at drawing women. nothing crazy. He's just giving him a little thickness and a little bounce, I guess you could say. I wish, man, I'm so tempted to show off some of the stuff he drew, but nah, I can't yet. He did this thing for this one boss. It's hilarious, but yeah, I'll wait. I'll hold off on that. What is that? What do you mean? What do you mean Xbox Live's coming to everything? What does that mean? What do I think is? I don't really like playing Smash Brothers. I mean, I've tried. I've really tried. And it's kind of like Tekken. I've tried to get into it, but it's just not. Just doesn't really do it for me. I don't know why I can't. There's just something like extra anxiety inducing about just being knocked off the stage all the time. I just don't really like it. It's just something about that mechanic I just do not care for. But no, I mean no, I like other, you know, I like SNK fighters. I like you know, I plan on buying Samurai Showdown when it comes out. Part of the reason I just don't play more is just because there's such a goddamn time commitment to these types of games. It's I just don't have the time to learn them. How do I feel about Hollow Knight? I mean, I like it. I like it. I just haven't. I don't know. I kind of at some point I just stopped playing it and I haven't gone back to it. I don't know. I'm really bad. I mean, there's all these 2D games I should have played through and beaten because of, you know, I don't know, just because it seems like because of what I do all day. I feel like I owe it to the universe to play these games, but I just like Cuphead, Hollow Knight, like I haven't beaten any of them. One of the greatest indie games of all time. I have no idea, man. That's a tough one. Those auto combos are for retards like you, man. I don't need them. They're for children. Children that like Smash Brothers. That's what they're for. I played it. I didn't beat that game either. I beat Celeste. Celeste was fun, although I didn't really care for the story. Maybe it wasn't like so much the story, it's just very there was like a cringiness to it that was hard to get around. I mean, I don't know what they look like, if that's what you're asking. Infinite, there aren't really any infinites in Street Fighter currently, so sorry to shut you down there, bud. I've never played. What is Lisa? Never heard of it. No, I've never played League of Legends. These games that go on for eternity, I'm not. I mean, well, I guess I guess Street Fighter goes on for eternity, but I don't know. I don't like. I don't know, these free-to-play games where you just have to buy loot boxes and stuff like that. Just not really. I'll pass. I don't really care how fun it is or not fun. It's just. they have a season pass, and they had 2 season passes, but you know they do that shit with the costumes a bit, but you know I've only bought like 3 costumes out of like the 100 they put out. I don't know. Maybe it's the same thing. I don't know. Whatever. It just doesn't. It doesn't really. I don't know. I don't do PC gaming, so it doesn't really appeal to me. So it's a game, and a game like that, I just see like no point in even trying to jump in now. It's just like it's too. There's no where would I even begin? You know. I kind of like playing. I don't think I like playing team games where you gotta like carry someone or they gotta carry you, and I've always kind of liked one-on-one games. Just tired. Tired of this. Tired. I'm tired. Alright, I think I'm gonna go. 3 hours yesterday and 3 hours today. 3.5 hours today.
The ultimate flavor experience.
Thank you. Who was it? Who gave me that? Bowflex. Jeez, Bowflex. He's back. Alright. I'll see y'all later. Maybe I'll be back tomorrow night. See if I just wanna destroy humanity or not, depending on those factors. I'll see, but all right, good night.